So you all say that I should always take a little break from recording. So yesterday I went to the casino, and I was sitting at the bar and then having a milkshake, and this cow walked up, sat down next to me, and I recognized it. It was Sir Lloyd, the chief lobbyist who got the cows the stimulus check, not our stimulus check, their stimulus check. And I said, "Oh, hey, how are you?" And he's like, "Oh, hey, how are you? Can you move over?" "Oh, sure, yeah." And I say, he's like, "Oh, how's your movement with that stimulus thing you're doing?" I said, "Good, we're still trying to get the stimulus check, you know." "Oh, how much you trying to get?" "Well, $1,200, you know, family of five." "How much is that?" "Wait, let me get my calculator." "Wait, there's no pockets here." "Well, it's $6,000." "Oh, okay. Well, I hope you get it. You having the lobsters try to help you?" I'm like, "No, that's Mitch's group. That is, you know, I have dragons and bunny rabbits, but I don't have lobsters. Watch me." "Oh, okay, okay. Well, I hope you get those milk, you know, keep on tugging along." I'm like, that's a bad visual. I was like, Nancy Pelosi, no, please. I don't want that visual. Well, you know, good luck on your thing to get the keep on tipping along. Cow joke. I'm gonna go out and graze. I said, "Oh, the buffet?" No, I'm gonna go on the front lawn and just go eat. So, needless to say, I'm always working every angle I can to get your second stimulus package. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. I'm here, you're here. And, you know, I'm working the casinos to get everything I can for you. This is afternoon's LALATE. Our 2-hour programming block that always starts with cows, ends with utter nonsense. It starts with a check at 3:30, then hazard pay, then FPUC, and then rent. If you've not subscribed to this channel, then just sort of tug on the front of the channel. No, go to the front of the channel, subscribe. It's you point, you don't tug on this channel. Also, hit the alarm button every time you hear a very bad joke. Meantime, like this video. That way you'll know that when cows are coming, you'll be time for you to run. Coming up on this video, I'll be going over everything you need to know about unemployment benefits and how to choose top sirloin at the restaurant. I'll be going over what's happening with LWA because some of the states are starting to pay payments, some have not. A lot of people are confused, so I have a very good list I got on what's going on with the LWA payments. I'll be going over also what to see in next Monday for the Problem Solvers bill for the sake of FPUC, because a lot of people are asking me questions about that. That's really exciting news. But what I really am excited about doing is I'm bringing back a video from 2 days ago that I did for 2 days about enhanced unemployment benefits. I'll be going through how to get you thousands of dollars more of money, not milk, or, you know, yogurt or ice cream, money if you qualify for enhanced unemployment benefits. So tune in for that. That's coming up 10 minutes into this video, later in this video, later coming up. I said later 3 times tonight. All right, let's get to the great news. The great news is that LWA is coming to you, and it's coming in a faster way than ever thought before. This is breaking this Saturday. New data released minutes ago shows what is being paid, how it's being paid, and when you're going to get it. So let me go through it. These are the states with $300 still pending payments: Alaska, Delaware, Hawaii, Kansas, Nebraska, Nevada, New Jersey, Oregon, South Carolina, Vermont, and Virginia. These are the states where extra UI, the LWA, has now been depleted. Arizona, Georgia, Illinois, Indiana, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Missouri, Montana, New Hampshire, North Carolina, Ohio, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Texas, Washington, West Virginia. Finally, these are states who are still paying benefits out. This is Alabama, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Florida, Idaho, Iowa, Kentucky, Louisiana, Minnesota, Mississippi, New Mexico, New York, North Dakota, Rhode Island, Utah, and Wyoming. Of those states, West Virginia, Montana, and Kentucky are at $400. What you need to know. This is basically a Zomley program at this point, says Michelle Evermore, Senior Policy Institute representative of the National Employment Project who specializes in UI. It's over, but in some states they haven't even paid it out yet. She's referring to LWA. What you need to know as we start the new day is that, or start the afternoon actually, is that FPUC 2.0 is coming. The question is where and when. I have been pushing, and we continue to push, the Problem Solvers bill. It's the bill that's going to get passed. The bill that's coming next week, people are asking me what is going to look like for purposes of FPUC 2.0. More about that in a second, but the focus is the Problem Solvers bill. It's bipartisan. It's a bill that I was even shocked that any Republican would ever support because it's so much higher than anything we've seen before, but it needs a revision. More about that in a second. I need to understand, for you to understand as we go forward, the different stages of money, because for some viewers this is still a little complicated, so I'm going to slow it down. When this channel first started on April 25th and I was talking about enhanced unemployment benefits, or UI or PUA, I was just talking about one period of that time, which was March. And I said, hey, we're in March, and this is, well, it was April. I was saying, hey, we're in April, and this is a period that started in March, and it's going to end in July. Now we have ostensibly 3 different periods to talk about. I know it's a little bit overwhelming, but we have one period that does one thing, another period of time that does something else, and a third period that does something else. What you need to understand as we go forward is that it doesn't make a difference which period you are in, but you get money across all the periods if you're impacted in all the periods. You have to understand whether you're a UI person or a PUA person. That's the first step. You need to get on benefits and make sure you're qualified for benefits. That's the next step. Then once you're on, you're eligible and you're certified by your state, then you need to do what's called certified for weeks. And so if your date of impact, and I say this all the time, and this is the most important thing you'll ever hear from this channel ever for unemployment benefits, is date of impact. If your date of impact is in March, you have benefits that are going to be paying you from March to the present. If you go in and your date of impact is March, but you mess up or F up and put your date of impact as August or September, you're going to lose all those weeks. You're going to lose all those weeks. Don't mess up. Next, it's strange to think this, but this is the way it is, that you may be now in September, and September may have its own policy of how we're paying people. But when you have to certify for a week in the month of March, you're going to still be paid how they paid people in March, even though we're no longer in March. What does that mean? Well, if you were laid off in March and qualify for benefits in March, let's just choose a week in March, second week of March, you qualify for that week, the second week of March, then that's money for you for that week. It has nothing to do with what you're doing in September. So let's say you were laid off in March from a great job, completely unemployed, and were unemployed all the way up until last week, and suddenly got a great job and you're making a fortune. Well, you can still get unemployment benefits for that week in March in which you were laid off. Absolutely. Now, what's important to understand is that each week you have to certify for benefits. If you don't qualify, you say, I don't qualify. If you made money that week, you say you made money that week. But if you were unemployed all those weeks, or you are eligible for all those weeks, you need to say that. When we talk about PUA versus UI, it is very different. PUA asks whether or not your hours were reduced because of unemployment benefits. You don't have to be unemployed for PUA. An example is someone that would normally work 40 hours a week but is only working 2 hours a week because of the pandemic, because, I don't know, they're limited capacity for that operation. They're not allowed to operate all the time. Well, you still qualify for PUA. You still have to indicate the amount of money you made, and if you're not above the threshold, you get paid. All right, so you're certifying for benefits all those respective weeks. How much money are you going to get in all these different periods? This is the important thing you need to know. March to late July, you get your UI or your PUA benefits, your base level benefits. And then you add $600 on top of that every single week from March, July, late July, if you're impacted that entire period, and you certify for benefits all those respective weeks. Next, after July, you'll get your base level benefits, UI or PUA, and then on top of that, you'll get LWA for about 6 weeks. Some states did not apply for LWA at all. Some states only applied for 3 weeks. Some states, and then if you don't meet that $100 threshold, you won't get LWA at all. But that's that period. The next period is the one that's the subject of this coming week. And that's why we're really focused. Problem Solvers Bill focuses on what's to come next. And that is FPUC 2.0 is what I call it. I got to tell you, there's a lot of different words being used for the same thing, and I know it's confusing. It's often called enhanced unemployment benefits. Don't worry. It's just a lot of words to describe the same thing. I call it FPUC 2.0 because it's the second time we're going to see it. This current proposal from the problem solvers is absolutely categorically incredible. It starts at $450 a week for the first 8 weeks, and then after that at 5 weeks at $600 a week. I know there's an additional calculation which is a little too complex. I'm not going to do this on camera. But basically, that's an incredible offer. Steve Mnuchin during the negotiations went to $400 a week back in July. She rejected it, Nancy Pelosi. It's now at week 10 since those negotiations. You would have had $4,000 in your bank account. Yeah, $4,000. She has cut you out of $4,000. Isn't that such a charming thing to say? That is what she's done. The current offer would give you $500 ostensibly, approximately, $450 plus 8 weeks divided by 6. I mean, when you take $450 and $600, it comes out to about $500. So we've held out from July to when you would get this money, maybe in October, for the difference of $90 a week. It's human tragedy. It really is. So what's going to happen on Monday? Well, on Monday, she's going to introduce a bill, which we're already rejecting. We're already doing the movement. We're already on social media. We're already hitting with the problem solvers, pushing with the problem solvers, pushing with the Blue Dogs, pushing with the New Democrat Coalition, saying support the problem solvers bill, get it passed next week, and reject Pelosi's bill. Reject any politician that supports that bill. It's going to be 2.4. It's a number that no one wants to support. Reject it. But what is it going to do for FPUC 2.0? We don't know the number, but I'm guessing it's still going to be the crazy $600 a week. I mean, 2.4 is crazy. Why not just make everything crazy? Why not, introduce it with $12 ice cream on the side? I mean, it's going to be a crazy bill, so it's probably going to be at $600 a week. Why am I saying $600 a week is crazy? Because it's too high. It was a number that was really dropped in March because they were rushing, so they dropped that number. They didn't have time to analyze the number. It's since been analyzed by the CBO and other agencies and said it's too high. It's too high. Now, it shouldn't be 300. It shouldn't be 400. It shouldn't be 600, but it should be somewhere between 4 to 600. And I've always said that if you got $400, you should be ecstatic. Well, $450, you should be ecstatic. The proposal is $450 to $600, which is insane. It's insane. It's really, really, really good. And the president supports it. And he says he'll get the Republicans on board for it, who have last offered you $300 a week. This is insanely great news. The only thing that's not on board that needs to get fixed is in the problem solvers bill is the retroactive provision. They don't have retroactive. They say starts in October. October. Well, remember my analysis earlier in this video where I did the 3 stages and we talked about the second stage of 6 weeks of LWA at most? Well, 6 weeks of LWA does not bring you to middle October. It ends earlier than that, and you then miss weeks. Additionally, if you don't even qualify for LWA because of the $100 threshold, you wouldn't get that $600. You wouldn't get benefits, enhanced unemployment benefits from July to October. You would miss like 5 weeks of benefits. So no, it has to be retroactive. It has to be retroactive to the end of July. And there we go. And there we go. All right, I promised to go over enhanced unemployment benefits for you again. What's enhanced unemployment benefits? How do you get it? How much could you get it? And where does it go? A lot of money. First, eligibility. Eligibility. If you made over $30,000 a year last year, gross revenue, you will qualify likely for maximum unemployment benefits. If you made anywhere between 25 and 30,000 last year, you'll qualify for escalated benefits. What's the difference? What's going on? Well, when you enter with UI or PUA, you start at your base level benefits of your state. That's the number you're currently getting, and every state is different. If you go on Google and you Google base level benefits, maximum benefits, you're going to see this range. So some states go from like 167 to 400. They start you at the bottom one, the 167. Well, then when you're at that 167 and you're sitting there and you're like, oh, I made a certain amount of money last year. Do I get more benefits? Oh, yeah, you do. So what you do is you take your 2019 tax return and you get it, you scan it, you get into PDF format. If you don't know how to do that, there's online websites you can convert it for free. You get it on your computer. Then you write a letter. Say, dear unemployment office, your state unemployment office, I think based upon my 2019 tax return, I might qualify for escalated benefits or maximum benefits. Don't mention my name. Don't say LALATE told you to do this. Needless to say, some people actually still do this. They don't know me. So it's like, don't say, I watched a video from this guy and he was wearing a blue shirt. No, just write the letter and say, hi, I think I might qualify for escalated benefits or maximum benefits. Here's my 2019 tax return. Please investigate. Thank you so much. Attach the letter convert the letter to PDF, get the 2 PDFs ready, and then go to your state's unemployment website, sign into your portal, see if there's a place to upload correspondences, send correspondences. If there is, this is what you do. It's called a correspondence. You send it to them, and you're basically asking to qualify for escalated benefits. If there's no place on your state's website to do it, and that has been a major problem with this channel since day one when I first did my very first unemployment video, I've been doing it one every single day since April 25th, is you're going to have to just send it in the mail, express mail. Go to the post office, spend the $5 and express mail it. All right, so that's the great news. How much money? Let's end with the really great news. Well, thousands of dollars, How many weeks has it been since March? April, May, June, July, August, September. What is that, like 6 months? 6 months, 4 weeks per month, 24 weeks. It's over 20 weeks. 20 weeks, and let's say it's a $200 difference. Yeah. It's about a couple stimulus checks. And you'll be glad you did it. Absolutely would be glad you did it. With that, the comments fell off camera. Let me get to some of your 5 comments from yesterday. Kimberly Ballou, the president, Congress, and my senator, none of them hold my future in their hands. I hold their political seats in my hands. No stimulus, no seats. Let's push them out. I love that. Remember, no stimulus, no seats. Jeremiah, Nancy really doesn't think the people of San Francisco will vote out. Her hubris is sad, but when a real progressive Democrat who will better represent the people of San Francisco should beat her badly. She is running against someone, by the way. I have chosen not to support him at the moment, just based upon some reporting of stuff. But she is up for re-election, so it's not she's not a clear candidate to win yet. Philly Gill, Nancy Pelosi says so much she wants to keep us, help us. She should look at the way Canada's treating people. Lori, and then there's Governor Kristi Noem that didn't take that LWA at all for the people of South Dakota. Well said. Shane Brown. Man, how ashamed our founding fathers would be right now. The black man. The only thing about these jobs is the waiting period time. And when you're homeless, it's the worst. And when you have a car or truck because of Florida out of nowhere was removing people from PUA, claiming you didn't work to cover all the quarters, even though you had a job over the last year. W. Lee, Kangaroo Land. Have a feeling kangaroos would do a better job running things than this dingaroo. Davis, Robert Davis. I think it's time for President Donald Trump to get the job done. Ashley Guile, hey there, people there, hey there, LA. People praying that we get a bill passed the next week. We're going to need that unemployment extension. LWA will be gone very soon. I'm sure it's not just me, so people really need to get this done. A lot of viewers have already gotten all the LWA payments and have spent the money, and they need additional money right now. Other viewers are still waiting for the money to come. Marigold, stop Nancy. Go forward with the problem solvers bill. Amen. Downcastle. Did they steal the $300 billion for something else? I just can't disappear. No. It's still sitting there. The president has not done his executive order. I don't know what's going on. Linda. This is just sad. Nancy Pelosi has so much hatred in her heart. She can't get past that hatred for the American people. Shelley, I'm so done with this. All they care about is themselves. Tim Hoagland, they can't pass the bill without Nancy Pelosi. Go purple power. Untrue. Enrique Ramirez, grateful for the LWA FEMA support. Let's keep the executive orders coming, Mr. President. If the Problem Solvers Caucus bill does not pull through with economic relief aid for everyone, including essential workers, first responders, health workers, etc., let's make it happen. Cheryl Bradshaw, they need to realize they were elected to serve the people, so serve. Amen. Chris Green, praying for a quick resolution to the people. Helen Capone, Purple Power peeps. Poro Gutierrez, I thank God for the Purple Power to have you back us up. Thank you, LALATE. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Dream Weaver Serenity. Good afternoon, LALATE. I still can't believe Congress is still dragging its feet, and Nancy Pelosi is just a joke at this point. Not that she hasn't always been one, but still, they need to put up or shut up, and that goes for the president as well. Happy 5-month anniversary. Well, thank you. And the great comments. Great comments. Carlita Mears, they need to stop the games. Just pass the bill already. Jimmy Pena, just hurry up all the damn need stimulus money right now. Denise Knight, we all got our LWA. Praise God. Thank you, LA. No, she means I got all my LWA. Not everyone has got it. Jason Patterson, I wish I was in California. One people, one nation. Purple Power soldiers rise up. Renee Smith, awesome and strong you are. You are the glue that's brought our Purple Power family together, LA. We are blessed to have you in our lives as always and always. Heart, heart, heart. That's really nice. I very, very, really appreciate that comment, Renee Smith. Linda Camus, I received Florida MUI, and then I think in July it reapplies. I'm receiving FPUA. I have one more week. I'm guessing when I certify again, I have to apply for more FPUC. You don't apply for, well, generally you don't apply for FPUC. Jim L., if they don't give us stimulus, I'm voting out every incumbent out. Amen. Dijon Buick, I can't believe something like this would not have been agreed upon. Yolanda Phillips, pump up the Purple Power. Purple family, move it, move it, move it, move it. I love that. If you've not subscribed to this channel, become part of this incredible community, as this person had the wonderful comment earlier, this is the time to do so. Go to the Funds channel, subscribe, and also hit that alert button on the Funds channel so you get alert when a new video goes live. Also, like this video. It helps the video appear higher in their algorithm so that people find this video, which is helpful for unemployment benefits, before other videos, which is helpful for finding UFOs landing on Governor DeSantis' front lawn. As always, stay informed, stay smiling. Coming up next is Rent. Don't miss that. And as always, stay of LA for more.